welcome back to the channel, and today we're talking about pet peeves.
Yeah, so tomorrow is Pet Peeve Day, the day in which you air your pet peeves. As human beings, as women, as mothers, as wives, we have a lot of pet peeves. Don't worry, we got it down to a list of 10. So we're just going to talk about some of our pet peeves. Some of them really don't need a lot of explaining, but just to kind of normalize talking about things that get on your nerves.
Absolutely. Like, our first thing, you look tired. I don't even know if that needs explanation, but let's explain anyways. Do not tell moms that they look tired.
Don't tell women that.
Don't tell women that. Like, do you see the mass amounts of concealer under my eyes? Like, we know we look tired. Find something. Tell us we look pretty today. That'd be a nice alternative.
But maybe every day, if you can
Maybe
say
every day. That'd be nice too.
So this one is one that I didn't start hearing until Oliver became a toddler. Mm-hmm. You look like you have your hands full. Like, and I think it's fine. Like, sometimes it doesn't bother me. I will say I think it depends on the moment. Like, if I'm really frustrated or if something's not going right. But, like, yes, thank you for pointing out that my child is a heathen. It just is one of those things where it's like, why do you even bother to say that? Just don't say anything at all. Ask me if you can buy me lunch. Like, move on.
Yeah, I mean, for real, though.
It's annoying.
Yes. Much like when people say, well, you're home all day. What do you do? I have a 2-year-old. What do you do all day? You get to sit at a nice, comfy desk in an office, answer the phone, maybe. A little email. I'm chasing a 2-year-old all day who doesn't always nap, by the way. And even when she is in her crib trying to escape, I got video footage of that today. That was great. I'm like, there's no break while she's napping either. So you know what? She's going to go spend like 2 days at the grandparents' house pretty soon. We're going to try it out because Mama needs some time at home. I do lots of things all day. Stop asking.
Yep. This is a good one. This one has like 2 pieces.
Yeah.
At least you have one. Or at least you have only one. And this is, of course, in response to grievances or, pet peeves that you might be airing out. And people feel the need to say things like, well, I wish I had a baby. At least you have one. That really doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to complain. I'm a human being. And, at least you only have one. Yep, and it's still a lot.
It's still a lot. We may not have 5.
Yeah. Well, and I think I don't think you can compare. First of all, you can't compare numbers just like you can't compare children. It doesn't matter. It's still hard.
It's still hard.
And we should be embracing each other and helping each other by being supportive, not trying to point out the reason you shouldn't feel that way.
And being on the side of very much thinking like, well, maybe we're not going to have one. I don't think I've ever said to anybody, no. At least you have one. And I do get where people come from with that, though. It's not to bash, but because that's a deep place of hurt sometimes that people come from. But it doesn't mean because you do have one, it doesn't mean that it's easy. Yeah. So it's like a double-sided sword there.
Yeah.
But, so the next one, what I really love is when my husband throws his boxers next to the hamper on the floor. Not in the hamper. It's really frustrating. So we don't even have hampers now.
Rick does it too. Drives me nuts.
Like, I keep the hampers in the hall bathroom that have things sorted in them. And because he's just going to throw them wherever he wants to. in the bathroom, next to the bed.
I almost feel like that's universal. I'm going to be really honest with you. I see things about it like all the time.
Yeah. Hampers exist for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Here's another one. If you shave over the sink and you don't rinse the sink out. Or if you shave other things and you don't clean that up either. Yeah.
I mean, when we shave our legs, we rinse everything off, right?
Mm-hmm.
I rinse everything off.
Most of us do.
I mean,
it's not that difficult.
No,
especially when it's the sink. Like, you just go like this a few times.
Or get a cup and or get one of those things that connects. Mike has one of these. It still didn't help. There was still hair everywhere. It's one of those apron things that suction cups to the mirror.
Oh my God.
He was also shaving like this off though.
Yeah.
But it's not that hard. Clean up your hair. That's
Mm-hmm.
It's also not that hard to remember to flush the toilet. I don't care if it's 3 a.m. and you don't want to wake me up, or when we had a newborn, you didn't want to wake the baby up. Flush the toilet. I don't want to smell your pee when I go in to use the bathroom.
Yeah, it throws me off too.
Like, man pee is just so strong.
It's more of just like, ew. Like, I don't know, it just grosses me out in general.
Now, I will say there have been times that I've forgotten, like in the middle of the day, because you can't close the bathroom door when you have a 2-year-old and 2 cats that want to just put their hands under the door and bang on it. So sometimes I have forgotten occasionally. I do go back. But, like, doing it on purpose, though, you're not going to wake me up.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Good thing we can still read it on the floor.
That's
Our
right.
cheat sheet fell.
You did.
So this one actually, I feel like there's like a 2-part for this one too.
Mm-hmm.
Biting the fork when you're eating, like sliding your teeth across the middle. I also don't like smacking or chewing with your mouth open.
Yeah.
Those are obnoxious. It's a noise thing. It grosses me out. And if I got to eat across from you. I remember one time I was dating someone, I won't say who, just on the off chance that they ever watch this. But like we went out to like eat lunch one time and I'm looking across at him and this is no bullshit how he's chewing. Like a horse. Like a cow. And I'm like, I literally like, I'm not even exaggerating. I was a teenager, but I'm not even exaggerating. In that moment I looked at him and I was like, we are not going to end up together. Like that, who eats like that? Anyway.
The fork thing, it just like,
Sound.
Oh, I think it's worse because of like metal fillings. I'm just like, because it's always my back teeth that hurt.
It's kind of like when it goes across like a plate. I do it on accident, but there are people who just don't care and they just like carelessly.
Cooking with metal utensils in metal pans, like, ugh, whew, girl.
No, thank you.
Also mansplaining. I get tired of mansplaining.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just explain things.
And normal.
Like a normal human being. You know? That's really all I got for that. It's just annoying.
Yeah, I don't think many people like that one at all.
Yeah.
I know men that call other men out for doing it too.
Yeah.
Like, they'll say, like, stop mansplaining that. Or, like, you know, they'll point it out. And then our last one is personal space. So, not everybody understands these boundaries. I don't know why, but they don't. And so, you know, like, I had this incident where I worked at my previous company. And we were in, like, a cube environment. And I had there was 4 cubes. I sat in the front. So there's 1 across from me and 2 behind me. Mm-hmm. And this guy, my boss sat in front of me. This guy who worked on the other side of the floor would come over to our cube, my cube set. I was the only one in it at the time. And would walk in like little like circles behind me. And after he did it like the first couple of times, I was like, if he does it again, I'm saying something. But like when he would walk, he would come like really close to me. Like if I'm sitting here, this is him. Like, and I remember one day, like I finally looked at him and I was like, do you need something? And he was like, oh no, I'm just waiting on. He's waiting on my boss. And I said, can you do it outside of my workspace? this is my workspace. If you have no business back here uninvited, what do you need? Like,
Yeah.
I was so frustrated by it because it's like, first of all, like, it just is, it's kind of a weird thing in general to just walk up behind somebody while they're working. Like, it's weird. But then, like, I had another incident like that when I worked at the company before that. Corporate America, these weirdos. So, our CEO's executive assistant, Dawn, when you watch this video, this is part of when we talk about her, why I say I don't like that bitch. So she walked, like one day she had to ask me something, sorry, and I don't remember what it was. That part's not important. But she literally walked behind my cube and stood over me.
Oh, I can't stand
while
it.
she was asking me. And that is the most condescending, rude thing I've ever experienced in my life. And I finally, I looked at her and I said, can you please step on the other side of that wall? Because you're a little too close for my comfort. But it was a power move. People that do that do it on purpose.
They do it on purpose. I agree. When I would be in my office when I was supervisor before, I purposefully angled the computer the way that I did so that nobody could be behind me.
Yeah.
Because, I don't even like to have my back to the door to begin with.
Yeah.
But to have somebody and I worked with chefs, right? Because my office was in the middle of a big kitchen. And so our chefs were big dudes, okay? And real tall. So they would come in and I would just be, they towered me when I was standing. So to be sitting at my desk, if they walked up behind me, I remember doing work on one of the chef's computers one day, and one of them walked up behind me, and I think I literally screamed because he scared the crap out of me. Yeah. I just,
It's just I feel like it should be common knowledge to respect people's space. Getting too close, hovering, looking over stuff while they're on the phone, all kinds of stuff like that.
All kinds of stuff like that. But
so yeah, that's our pet peeves.
That's just our top 10.
That's just the 10 that we came up with while we were talking about it.
If you would like to continue this conversation below in the comments, though.
Yeah. Let us know what your pet peeves are.
What are your pet peeves? What frustrates you as a mom, as a parent, if you're not a mom watching this, if you're, as a human being. There's lots of things.
Air it all out. Tomorrow's pet peeve day.
That's right. Let us know. On social media, too. We'll post on social media, and you can let us know there too. Which is, by the way, you should be following us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at Momestly Me. Speaking of which, you should also be subscribed to this channel. Hopefully you are subscribed to our channel and you've hit the bell icon so that you get notified when videos like this amazing content pop up online for you. And make sure you drop a like. Let us know what you think. Share your peeves below. And I guess we'll see you next time. Bye.